Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Urgh, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? What a cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? A man who found the victim's body, just before making a gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Okay. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Miss Frank Swit to the stand. This guy, that's the guy we saw in the scene, so we know he did it. We just have to prove he did it. Mr. Swat, you sell newspaper descriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Swat, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Alright, so now we'll see the testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found the public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was at 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right there. Okay. So we have to prove it wasn't... Yeah. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the victim's apartment phone working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during the blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone Miss Swanson used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal, okay? So now we have that in our court record. Now, Mr. White. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin with your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness gave. Lies? What, he was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be contradictions in there. First, find a contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradiction evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and present the contradiction. Okay. You can also press. I need to see something, though. Let's see. I was selling... Hold it! Hold it! Alright, so my voice recognition stuff does not work. That means I won't be able to do cases the last case. I thought it must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, dead, not moving. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly was 1 p.m. Present. Oh, present. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that! This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time! After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Swat, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's really a good question. Great job, Wright. You put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradiction. Lies always begin more lies. See through one and there's a whole story falls apart. Nice. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? So now he'll give his revised testimony. You see, I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time, it was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching one of those videotape programs. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry for the misunderstanding. Now this one's really easy. I see, you heard a voice saying the time was tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Yeah, this one's really easy. We'll go. You see, I'm gonna try it one more time. Hold it! I wish it could hear me. Damn it. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that. If anybody knows how to make no cache GBA hear your voice. You see, when I heard the time, I heard a voice. It was probably coming from the television. Present. Blackout record. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Swat? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait! I remember now. Mr. Swawit. The court would prefer to hear the accurate testimony from the beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, you see, I'm rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Swat. Let's hear your testimony one more time. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross gladly. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it on the victim. Hold it! The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of the testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go... Objection! Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What, let you, with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Swalwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. The witness stated this statue is indeed a clock. The neck and the switch, just as you tilt it, it says at the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, it's submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now?